we're here at the property. We are starting to get, what's the word? Bids, estimates on what it costs to clear the part of the property that we need cleared. So Lucas met a contractor over here on Saturday, and I'm meeting another contractor over here today. And we've got about 2 more people, I think, that we're gonna call for estimates. The first estimate we got was way more than we were expecting. So we were like, okay, if they're all gonna be around that, we might just buy the equipment ourselves and do it ourselves. But that would not be ideal because they're just gonna be able to get it done so much quicker. Let me show you what part we're talking about clearing. So this is where we're thinking of planting, oh, ran into me, all of the trees. So this is the front of our property. Like this road goes all the way down to the road. Hi buddy. So this is where we are wanting to plant the trees. This has the best soil from when we did the soil tests. It also has road frontage, which means people will see the trees from the road. And so we need to get all of this cleared, and they're not like super established trees. They're really quite measly. So it makes it a little bit different than like a typical land clearing situation, but still a big project nonetheless. So this will be all trees. This I think we're gonna keep empty in case we ever want to set up as like a venue. And then this will be like the hub, like where people check out, our Christmas shop, hopefully, ideally. And then this will eventually be bathrooms. And then for now, our plan is to just kind of keep it it kind of drops off back there on that line. Goes downhill to the creek. Want to keep that kind of like wooded and private still. So we're just gonna kind of mess with the front 20 acres of the property and leave the back 70, which is just wild, sounds wild. Back 70 acres, wild and private for now. So this is what the majority of the covered, like wooded area looks like at the front of the property. The back of the property has bigger trees, but still just really overgrown like this. So a lot of the stuff is just like thin, like, which makes us feel a little bit better, because if these were all like super established trees, we would feel really bad about cutting them down. So they're kind of like, I would consider them like a weed at this point as far as like trees are considered. But there are some like thicker ones. So this is what we have to figure out what to do with. This contractor is much more reasonable than the last one. The one previous was giving us an estimate per acre as if we had like full-grown hardwood trees growing, which do some places, but not in areas that we need cleared. So this person, this contractor, gave us an estimate per hour, and he said that they would come, and they do a minimum of 6 hours, which makes sense, so that they would come and just do one day for us, like 1 6-hour day. And then from there, we could see how much they can get done in 6 hours. He really couldn't give us a solid estimate for 20 acres, how many hours he thinks that would take, because it really depends on the land, and each piece of property is different, obviously. And like if they run into a big tree somewhere back there, they have to like stop and then take that tree down. Obviously that's going to be add more time. So he said that they would come if we wanted them to and do 6 hours, and then from there they could say, okay, well this 6 hours we got this much done, so here's what you're looking at if we were to finish it. So I think that that's probably what we'll do. Oh wow, so many treasures. And in like true small town fashion, we have like friends that know this contractor and just really trust them, even though we don't know them yet. And he also said that hold on Milo, we got to get all your boots and all your gear off first. Come here, buddy.
Why?
He said that his son and nephew would also be willing to like exchange labor for like hunting rights to the property and things like that. So it's definitely a lot more potential with the second contractor. So we'll see how the next two go. I need to actually call them when we get home and schedule them to come out.